What's up, Pisces? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys. So this is going to be your January reading. So let's get right into this thing and see what's going on. Now, I know I usually do 2 readings per month for every sign. I was just swamped from the holidays, so I'm just doing one. So let's see what's been going on so far in January, because I know we're almost done with it. But then we'll look a little bit into the future, okay? And the next monthly reading you guys will get is for February, but you'll still get love for this month, okay? So let's see what's going on. What is happening for the sign of Pisces? January 2018, past, present, and future. What is happening for the sign of Pisces? Okay, guys, let's see what's up. Okay. All right, guys. So the energy that we have here is the Sun card. This is such a beautiful energy to have. This could be something very bright, very abundant, very good coming into your life, something that you feel very good about. But I also look at this card kind of like the Moon card as well, where there can be something that's brought to light, okay, something that you realize, kind of an aha moment. And with the Tower card in the reverse, there's something that could greatly affect you that's happening with somebody else. Or there could be a crisis or just something that you're completely averting because of things that you now know. But behind that, we do have the Eight of Pentacles. So there is something you guys are working on here. I really just think you're trying to take the best strategy here, okay? So let's see what's going on. The first card that you guys have for the past, Ten of Swords. So there was a harsh ending. There's some sort of betrayal, something that just didn't resonate too well within your heart, within your soul. Okay, and just a forewarning, guys, there's people mowing outside, so this mic should be able to hear me okay. But if you have any trouble hearing me, I apologize in advance. All right, so let's see why this Ten of Swords is here. Star card in the reverse. You guys lost faith in something. Simple as that. A harsh ending, something that was hard to deal with, and you know that it's not a path you can go down, and that's just the final decision with the Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay, things are balancing out. So maybe this was a karmic situation. All right. For some of you, maybe this is bad karma coming back around. For others of you, maybe you found justice in the situation just by letting it go. Now, the next card that you guys have is the Moon card. So if there is any sort of secrets, it's coming out. But this is also clarity. This is also kind of like that aha moment. Okay, and again, the Sun card. So something definitely came out here. Something was definitely put in the, into the light. And what's done in the dark will always come to light. That's literally what we're dealing with. And you guys turned your back on something that you just knew, it was no longer for you. Okay, and by doing so, you're able to release a burden. And you're able to stabilize yourself, okay? So you guys, by turning your back on whatever this was, not only do you turn your back, but you're also looking out. You're also looking for ways to expand. You're looking for other things that could work for you, other things that could come in. So if this is you guys leaving a job, you have hope for another one. If this is you guys leaving a person or letting go of a friend or just someone that was toxic for you, this is you still, having that sense of wanting more, okay, of looking for more. Okay, for some of you, there's going to be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that was involved in this. Or this could just be the attitude that you guys have after coming out of the situation. Anytime I do a reading for someone, especially in personal readings, and I know that this person has been hurt or heartbroken, this card always shows up because this is someone who is really guarded, someone who has a wall up. Not that you can't get to this person, okay? They'll listen to you, they'll hear you out, they'll give you a chance, but they're going to be very mindful of what's happening. They're going to be very in tune to how you're doing things, and they're going to be very strategic. So, if it's something that at the end of the day they feel they don't want to do, or they feel like it's something that's not going to work for them, they will cut you out, okay? In the present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is a sense of conflict that you have with someone. Two people not seeing eye to eye in a situation. Okay, or maybe you're just arguing with a bunch of people and there's sadness over something that was lost. Okay, something that didn't work out. Something that you're having a hard time moving away from, whether it be a friendship or a relationship, a close family member. The Two of Cups doesn't always have to be love, guys. It could just be someone that you feel a deep connection to. But again, you guys have control. All right, and now you're looking at the new possibilities that you could have now that this thing fell out. So despite the fact that you guys may be a bit heartbroken or a bit bothered by a situation, there's still that sense of let's move forward, let's do more. This didn't work out, but I'm still here, I'm still alive, let's do it. And the next card you have is just that, the World card. You know that there's something that has to be dropped, a phase that's just not going to, work for you. And you go into something new. And that's the beautiful thing with the World card. Not only does it mean there's something you're letting go, but whatever it is that you're going into is going to be something that's really beautiful. And with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, any sense of loss that you felt, whether it be financial, emotionally, or, just something that didn't feel good, or any sense of rejection that you felt, it's subsiding. Okay? You guys are feeling better about yourselves. And with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, if there was someone toxic here, you're not talking to them anymore. All right? With the Empress in the reverse, there's something that you're ending and you're deciding, look, it's not going to work for me. All right? For some of you, maybe that's going to be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're dropping. Or maybe they want to let you go, but you're fine with it because you knew it was toxic. So the next card that you guys have is the Ace of Wands. Right, so this could be a new job, this could be new love, this is just new opportunities, and this is going to be something that you're very passionate about and that you feel very good about. Okay, so when one door closes, another one opens. All right, you guys are walking away from something, but there's still more opportunity ahead. And with the Magician, you have every you have every tool you need to, bring this into reality, to manifest it, to make it happen. What I love so much is the bounce back is real, guys. So I really, really like the fact that despite the fact that it may have been troubling for you, it's like you learned and you moved forward and you use that Pisces intuition to just say, look, I know what I need to do now. Sometimes it takes getting things that you don't want to be able to have the backbone to go for what it is that's going to work for you. And with the Hierophant here, I love seeing this in the deck because this is my confirmation card. This is telling me that what you guys are going into is going to be something good. You're fulfilling not only something that's going to feel emotionally good, but you're going to feel like this is your purpose. Your soul is going to resonate with what you're doing. This could be, you just taking a higher path, okay? Listening to your soul as opposed to the desires of the ego, okay? Now, moving forward, the first card that we have is the King of Wands in the reverse. So if some of you are dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius when it comes to love, there could be promiscuity that comes here. If this is within work or someone in your household or just someone that you know, this is someone who becomes abusive of their authority. Okay, someone that is usually very passionate and, good to talk to, but imagine someone who's very, very passionate and using that passion for anger. Okay, that could be a scary sight. So let's see what's happening here with this King of Wands in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. For some of you, maybe you already let this person go because I see that there's a new start here. Okay, but there's a sense of not being over this person. All right, or there could be a sense of you forgiving this person too. That's what the Three of Swords in the reverse is, either going to be a card of forgiveness or it's going to be a card of not being 100% over something. Okay, but you're still on a good path, guys. Whatever you let go of is, I feel like it's actually opening up more opportunities because whatever it was, I just feel like it was really toxic. And I say it all the time that when we have one factor of our life, just one, that's very toxic, it seeps into everything. All right. So if you've ever been in a situation where, say you're with someone who's abusive, or say you're around people that just don't get you and they brought a lot of bad energy to you, if you were looking for work, or, if maybe you're going out or, whatever it was that you were doing in your life, I guarantee you came across more conflict because conflict is going to bring more conflict. So with you guys clearing out whatever this energy was, now you have so much opportunity that could come in. Okay, so you guys are definitely doing well. But Death card in the reverse, I really feel like despite the fact you're doing well and you're moving forward good, you're just not over this yet. Okay, so you got to take this Death card and, you know, get it into its reverse. All right, so that you could fully allow new things to come in. But I feel like there's going to be a sense of hesitation from you guys moving forward. Okay, or at the very least, just thinking about what you have gone through. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to think about things, but think about it in a productive way. What did I learn? How am I going to move forward? You know, what did this help me to realize about myself? Okay, what did I do to attract certain things like this? Now, the next card here for the future is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So I feel that there's someone negative that you're moving on from, and they might not be happy about it. All right, regardless of if this is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, this is going to be someone that I feel is very upset with you guys, or it could be you guys being passionately angry about a situation. But let's see here. We have the Seven of Cups. Okay, let me get one more card. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So here's what happens. There's something that you know that isn't going to work for you. Something that you knew you weren't happy. And you guys are standing your ground. You guys are taking that place as the Emperor and saying, you know what, I've been through this before and I'm not about to let myself go through this same circus again. Okay? So this person's pissed off. I feel like it's someone who's pissed off with you guys. For some of you, maybe it's going to be you that you're pissed off about just everything you had to endure. But I feel very resilient, you know, energy from you guys right now. But you knew that this was imbalanced. You knew that this was, you know, something that there was just too many illusions. And you weren't sure what was what. Okay, so you're letting it go. And the last card that you guys have is the King of Pentacles. So if this is new love or new partner or new friend, a new job, whatever it is, this is going to be someone who's very stable, someone who looks at things long term, someone who's truly going to care about you, ask you how you're doing, you know, have you eaten, have you paid the bills. If this is you guys going into this energy as the King of Pentacles, which again could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but if you guys are taking on this energy, then your money's going to be good. You're going to be stable within yourself. You're going to really look at things in a very grounded and logical way. And you're going to move forward in a way that you're trusted, in a way that people look at you and they're like, wow, like they really, you know, this really, really stabilized. I'm letting this thing go. Why is this King of Pentacles here? Page of Wands in the reverse. So whoever or whatever this is, guys, it keeps popping up as a fire energy. So I'm, you know, one thing that I feel I'm sure of, well, I am sure, is that it's the same person. It's the same energy. Okay? So because you stop talking to them or engaging with them, it brings a sense of stability. Either it brings stability or it brings you someone stable. Okay? Either way, it's benefiting you. King of Swords in the reverse. So, again, you guys are going to find a very stable situation here. But you're going to have someone pissed off that you found that, you know, stable situation. So with the King of Swords in the reverse, you know, it could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but the energy of the King of Swords in the reverse is someone who's very, you know, tyrannical, someone who, they really just care about themselves. All right, they're very selfish. They could be abusive in so many ways, mentally, physically, emotionally, verbally. It's just not the most pleasant person to deal with. Okay, not the best attitude to deal with. And, you know, there's secrets here that came out. There's things that you're aware of. You're moving on. You're more stable. But someone's, you know, it's like they're kind of looking at you and saying, how dare you have the audacity to be happy without me, or to be happy without the situation that we were dealing with. That's just some selfish bullshit. So don't even worry about it. All right? You know, because at the bottom of the deck here, for some of you, you're going to be getting into a relationship with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay? Let's put this secret coming out away because, you know, you have full awareness of what you were dealing with. But this is either going to be, you know, you guys either reconciling or getting with a Taurus energy or Virgo or Capricorn energy, or this could be you guys really, reconciling or getting into a new relationship where you're going to take a very slow approach. Okay, and you're going to want to build things little by little. It's not something that you're going to want to jump headfirst into, which is the best approach to take, especially, even if it's within work or within a new job or maybe a new project that you're starting. And I personally feel it's the best approach to take, because when we take our time to get to know people or to get to know what it is that we want to do and to research it, there's going to be less bumps in the road because we're prepared for possible, misfortunes. All right. So, all right, Pisces, let's see what's going on in terms of your advice card. So, Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer, like always. Let's see what's going on, guys. What is the advice that Pisces needs to hear? Past, present, future. You guys are looking good, though. Okay. Island, solitude. Okay. Let's see what's going on, guys. I read you the advice portion of this, and then let's talk about it. Let's see what's up. You need to take some time for solitude, preferably in silence. Spend the morning, afternoon, or even the entire day by yourself, completely unplanned and unstructured. The bombardment of your senses by the noise and intensity of society leaves you on alert far more than is necessary. The vibrations of millions of people's worry and fear throughout the world can impinge upon you and greatly affect you if you do not honor your need to pull back from time to time. When you have passed through any self-constructed barriers to enjoy the quiet peace of solitude, it will serve you best if you simply observe the thoughts and emotions that pass through you, especially those that cause shortness of breath or a quickening heartbeat. Remember that isolation is experienced not by choice, but out of fear. When you decide to spend time with yourself in solitude, however, you are choosing to once again find and connect with who you really are. So at this point, it's a matter of, because there's something that I see you guys maybe having a hard time letting go, or maybe you're still, emotionally hurt by what was happening. So it's that sense of, how did I get here? What did I do to attract a certain thing, into my life? And I want to be clear with what I say when I say, we attract who we are. Because some people really take me literally to the point where it's like, I was almost beat to death, or, God forbid, I was raped, just horrible situations like that. I'm not saying that, any of you call things like that to yourself. But when we tend to be in a low vibration, where we don't really love ourselves, and we're not sure, how to navigate through life, and we go out with that confusion, we go out with that lack of self-love, we're more likely to find ourselves in situations with people who kind of have that same aura. So can certain things be avoided? Absolutely. You'd be surprised how much your attitude, your energy can attract others into your life. And that's something that you really, really need to understand. It's funny because I was talking to a good friend of mine, and, this definitely resonates. And they asked, can you do a reading on me, because my life is shit and I don't know what to do. And my response is, honey, I don't need cards to tell you what the problem is. And I know how you can literally change it overnight and have, beautiful blessings come in. You know how we have people that just kind of put all their dirty laundry on social media, and they just need everybody to know how pissed off they are, how mad they are, how much their life sucks. Guys, when we focus on the negative and we complain about the negative and we put our heart and soul into the negative, what do you think is going to transpire? People don't realize sometimes how powerful the universe is, and how giving the universe is, and how the universe is limitless. Okay? There's enough abundance in terms of love, money, prosperity, to go around for everybody. So when you constantly focus on the negative, oh, I hate my life, oh, I did this today, and this person did that, and that's what we put our energy into, you can't be surprised when that's all you're seeing and that's all you're getting. Okay. And that's why referring back to what I said before, at a time in my life where I was extremely upset and just not able to let go of certain things and just take a step back because I was more scared of being alone than I was, just dealing with the people and the situations in my life. I couldn't get jobs, and I was always someone who always nailed interviews. So I couldn't get jobs. I got into like 2 or 3 car accidents, and I'm a phenomenal driver, and I had never gotten into accidents. And it's just like all this bad stuff was happening to me, and I'm like, shit, when did I get such bad luck? I'm at the point like, okay, who's doing voodoo on me? It got that serious. And it wasn't until I completely changed my way of thinking and completely became comfortable with my silence or with my solitude that things started to change. So what did I do? I personally started by working out. Okay, not saying that that's something that you guys have to do, but peace within you, it's mind, body, and soul, guys. So not even on a losing weight purpose, but if you're exercising your body, if you're being healthy and taking care of yourself, you're going to feel much better. Okay, regardless of the physical attributes that, could enhance in a positive way, aside from all that, you're going to make yourself feel better. So with just me listening to self-help every morning and just focusing on the good, reading good things that were nourishing, I stopped watching the news for a while because let's face it, the news is extremely depressing. Once I was able to cut out all the negativity, that's when I got a bomb job where they were paying crazy amount of money. And I'm like, I don't know how I landed this, but I got it. That's when I got a new car that was bomb. That's when everything just worked out and started to unfold for me. So one thing that you guys could do in this sense to really regain your power is to find a way, if you're not already there, but to find a way to be comfortable in solitude and in silence. Because once you're comfortable being able to be in a room by yourself, and you don't need a good morning text message. You don't need the approval of friends or of lovers or of parents or of, family members. That's when you become very powerful. Because once you're okay with yourself, what can a person truly do to fuck you up? Because you're going to look at a situation, that's bad, and you're going to say, I can do bad all by myself. I don't need you in my life. I'm okay being alone. So you have to ask yourself, and, the theme, and I've mentioned this in every reading this month because it's something that, when I first started looking at this thought that was so powerful for me. Once you're at the age where you get to choose where you go, you get to choose who you break bread with, you get to choose who you sleep next to, you have to really take responsibility for that. Okay? If you feel that there's people that, say you have a group of friends and it's superficial and, they talk shit about you and maybe you talk shit about them and, there's this sense of there's just something missing and your soul feels it. If you continue to hang out with those people, at that point, that's a choice. So you can get mad at them, sure. The first time, okay, get mad. The second time they do something, sure, get mad. Third time, sure, get mad. But it's like after a few times, especially if you have the power to hang out with them or not, you got to take responsibility. You have to, okay? And this is with all signs, and this is life shit. So the moment that you're able to stand your ground and, anybody that drains you, whether it be, again, a friend, lover, boss, whoever, once you're able to cut those people out, that's when things get better. And it's like a video I saw, someone asked, well, how do you know who's good for me and who's not? And the answer was simple and it was so genius. Who is truly happy for you when something good happens? Okay? When good things happen, people who aren't for you, they get jealous. They tend to tense up. They can't see you doing well because it reminds them of what they're not doing in their lives. So you have to ask yourself, who's truly rooting for me? A year or two ago, my best friend, she bought a brand new Mercedes off the lot. And I was like, yes, we got a new Mercedes. And I was so excited. I felt like I got a new car. So it's like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I'm like, yo, you did it. Like, you did it. And when you choose the people around you and you have a crew that's very solid for you and good for you, not only are you going to feel better and do better in life, but you're going to be more successful in life as well. You know, you want to be in a situation where you can trust those around you. You can feel good around people that are going to be, there. And you have to ask yourself, what has this person provided for me in the past? Am I a better person when they're around? How do I feel after spending an hour or two? You know, are you questioning yourself like, hey, was that even fun? Like, did I even enjoy myself? Or is there that part of, oh my God, I love that. You know, I can't wait to see this person again. So if there's that little bit of, then it's too much, okay? Especially if you're paying your own bills and you got things to do and responsibilities. You don't have time for that. It's one thing if you're in high school or you're in middle school and you really have no worries in the world and you want to, hang out with people. It doesn't really matter, Of course it matters because it can have, long-term effects on you if it's really, really bad shit. But most of the time, there's really nothing you could lose. But if you're in a place in your life where you're trying to advance yourself, you're trying to have more money, you're trying to, really be successful in whatever it is that you do, you don't have time for people like that. Okay, and by having those sort of people in your life, it's going to keep you away from your goals. It's going to keep you away from, finding your highest potential and reaching that highest potential. So you got to ask yourself, this person that's making you feel like shit, are they worth you not succeeding? Okay, and, I know that at certain times, the Pisces can get very emotional, and you guys are very in tune with yourself. So you have to have people that are going to respect your emotions. And some people, they're going to trample it. And sometimes, Pisces, you guys are, you're good to a fault. You're very, at least the ones that I know, the females in this case, they can be very soft-spoken at times. Okay, and it's not that they won't go apeshit on you, because I've seen them really get to a point where it's like, okay, damn, girl, I didn't know you had that in you. But you don't want someone to have to push you to that point. Okay, and you don't want someone that if you're soft-spoken and generally just trying to be good towards this person, that they kind of walk all over that. Okay, because that's not love. No matter who it is or where it's coming from, that's not love. So you guys need to be a little bit more selfish now, and you need to take some me time and ask yourself, what is it that I want in this world, and how far have I strayed from that? Did this person or the situation make you forget what you wanted? Or is it going to propel you into something good? So you guys really need to kind of take a break and make sure that you've healed and make sure that you're in a good place before moving forward. Okay, so make sure that you're feeding yourself with good, nourishing thoughts. Okay, and me personally, when I wake up in the morning, either I'm reading something that's going to be insightful, something that's really going to help me have a positive view on life, or I'm listening to some sort of, motivational speech or something like that, because, guys, the first 20 minutes of your day, that's going to set the precedent for how your entire day goes. Okay, so do you wake up arguing with people? Do you wake up arguing with your kids before they go out to school? Do you wake up arguing with your husband, your wife, your significant other? And if that's the case, then it's like, okay, well, what can I do, to not have that be the catalyst of my day? Okay, so you may just need to take some time by yourself just to find out what it is that makes you feel peaceful. Meditate, do yoga, do what you need to do to get back to you. Okay, so if you guys strayed, that's okay. If you strayed from who you are, just regain yourself, center yourself. And I say it all the time that you guys are the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. So if something does not feel well within your soul, gotta let that shit go, even if there's no proof. With the way that you guys, because you guys are very sensitive to the world and the energies of the world, and I'm not saying sensitive in the fact that you like sit there and cry. I'm saying that you guys are very sensitive to energies. Okay, there could be a stranger that walks in the room and you guys can really tense up and be like, shit, I don't like this person, but I don't know this person. Why don't I like this person? Don't question it. Just remove yourself from the situation. All right, you guys have that natural ability to be able to know what's shit and what's gold. All right, so always go towards the goal. If there's someone that's making you feel like you're going against that grain, then you really don't want to give anybody that sort of power in your life. All right, so guys, I think that this is a very good time for self-reflection. But Pisces, I love you guys, and I love the reading because I'm a Pisces rising, and a lot of you know that. But these readings always teach me something. Okay, and it always teaches me how to look at myself in a more profound aspect. All right, so for those of you that do want personal readings, you can just check the description to any of my videos, and you know, I always have everything there. If you guys have something that's pressing, I do have emergency readings. Okay, so if you need to hear from me within 24 hours, go ahead and do that. Just keep in mind that on Sundays I do not work. I do not look at my emails. I just completely shut down so I can regain my balance and be able to work again with a renewed energy on Monday. But other than that, guys, you're going to do great. Just listen to your intuition, listen to your mind. And what's up, sweets? You came out for Pisces. Guys, look who came out. You know, they actually said, I was watching a video, that cats, they're very good with energy around them. So it's funny that he's coming up because you're just intuitive like them. But they say that cats, they won't be in certain places of houses if they feel like there's a negative or bad energy. So when I work, I actually go based off of Swayze, just in case you guys were ever wondering that, because I'm always changing places in the house. So I'm, you know, in the mornings, I'm walking upstairs, downstairs, just getting my coffee, working out in one part of the house, getting ready in another part of the house. The part of the house that he stays in is the part of the house that I work in. All right, so you guys got to follow that intuition. You got to follow that good vibe. But Pisces, I love you. Holy shit, I've been talking for 31 minutes. I love you guys. I got to go. Bye.